all the usual caveats that it's only the second day and no pads, but looked like a really good day for Jalen McMillan.
I thought they did a good job for recall, both sides of the ball, execution-wise. Offense got some good plays in 2 minutes that they finished the game. Defense had to learn how to finish. A lot of sacks or non-sacks and penalties on both sides of the ball that we got to clean up, but the concentration was there, so we can start with that and go from there.
Coach, on the other side of the ball, Zyon McCollum in the red zone made some plays there. What do you think about his play today?
He's a heck of a player. He's probably one of our top 3 athletes. He's got vertical, he's got lateral movement, he's got speed, he's got awareness, and he understands the game now. He's playing with a lot of confidence.
How does McMillan change your offense? I mean, everybody knows about Mike and Chris and they double, Mike as much as they can. But how does having a third guy that can do everything help?
Well, that's still developing right now. We know he has outstanding hands and competitiveness, and we know he can play all 3 spots. Obviously, you got Trey and Rock and a lot of guys in there playing, but we're really high on him. He's very smart, he's very competitive, and he has a motor that doesn't stop, so that's only going to help us. I think we're still unwrapping the things he can do to put in the offense to help us, and when we get a good 2 or 3 weeks in, you'll see more of that.
Coach, when you turn the film on from yesterday, Chris
Chris looked good. Chris looked good. I think he's leaner. I don't think he's lost weight. I think he's leaner. He's quick. I think he's finally healthy, and he looks great. I mean, the work he puts in the offseason is unmatched. The work he puts in, the way he came into camp right now, and the way he's picking up the system has been great.
You got a young tight end. We're honestly looking at 30 years starting, second year back up. How are you looking for them to kind of make that jump this year?
The jump is understanding the scheme first. Obviously, the physicalness will take care of itself when the pads come on. Kay's done a great job the past 2 years that he's been here. He feels like the better of the group right now, but the young guys have to catch up and come along. A lot of nuances that group has to take care of, and they're doing a good job thus far.
It felt like many plays out there. It just seemed like Yaya Diaby had his imprint on the play getting to the backfield. What do you think his potential could be this season with the year under his belt?
I mean, it's unlimited. The biggest thing for Yaya, he understands the defense now. It's still hard to gauge when we're not in pads. I mean, it's hard for the offense to really get hands on him without the pads, but his effort, his concentration right now has been great.
When it comes to those key periods later on and you come on defense, how does that help the offense and defense help each other kind of improve?
I didn't call it today. The call it periods. Coach Rogers called it today. The call it periods, I got to do down the distance and personnel and all that stuff, so I'm kind of a referee, so to speak, but Casey does a heck of a job, Foot does a heck of a job calling the defense, and the competition with each other, I think that we're going to see throughout 16, 17 games, and not just the first or second game of the season. So things we're preparing for now, we're going to see on Sunday. So the more we see it, the easier it will be.
Does anyone have an issue with your officiating?
Always. I know which side I favor. I'm going to get cussed out from the other side.
For the second-year players who usually make that big leap, for the ones who do, what do you usually see early in the training camp from the successful second years?
You see the shape they come in, and you see the understanding in the spring. Really, you see it when they're playing faster and not thinking, and you see that with Yaya right now. You can see him understanding the defense, not even close to where he was last year. He was just being brute strength. But right now, his technique, his awareness of the game, and everything he's doing is outstanding.
How does putting Godwin back in the slot transform this offense, especially with his route running and blocking?
Well, this offense will be multiple, but primarily when he succeeds in there in the slot, he's a hell of a blocker. He's great in one-on-one coverage underneath and down the field. He gives us a lot of options, and with the third receiver, with Trey coming on last year, and McMillan coming in this year, you really got to play us honest. You really have to play us honest, but Chris is kind of the key to that.
Does that blocking ability kind of alleviate some of the pressures off of off of Cade and some of those other guys at the time?
It doesn't alleviate all of it. They have to do their job. I mean, the wideout's not going to help out the tight end. Tight ends got to do their job. Wideout's got to do their job.
Now with the newness of the kickoff return this year, what's the challenge in terms of trying to rep that without being able to go full speed live reps in practice?
It's different. It's different. Until we get in pads and probably get a scrimmage or 2 under our belt and see how we can cut the kinks out and how everybody's trying to play it, it's going to be relatively new. So preseason practices will be important. The game will be even more important of how we want to set it up and how we want to do things as well, and how we want to defend it.
What was the thinking behind last year moving Chris outside away from the slot? Was it to keep him maybe healthier, or and then conversely, why do you think he's better back inside?
I think it was more philosophy and scheme. I don't really think it was for any reason to move him out there, obviously, but different offensive coordinators come in, they have a different scheme, a different philosophy. So having him back inside is Liam's philosophy. So he comes back inside right now, where he excelled previously. So everybody's comfortable with that. But I think he can do both. But he really excels on the inside.
Co-
Update on Chase Edmonds.
Not at this point. He's just nursing injury.
Coach, we saw Sterling Shepard come down with 2 touchdowns in the red zone, 7-on-7. How do you see him contributing in this offense kind of early on?
Well, as he gets the system down, he gets more comfortable. Everybody's got a head start on him, but when healthy, he's a heck of a ball player, so the competition's going to be tough.
Thanks.